But those who are the devotees of my are factually my devotees. Means they are not serving me directly, but my servants. Which verse is this? You read Leela Amrit? Somebody has read? Started reading? So in the preface of that, first where it starts this verse here. भक्त जनः पार्थ न मे भक्त भक्तश्च ते जनः मद भक्तानाम चाहिए भक्तास ते में भक्त तमामता मद भक्तानाम चाहिए भक्तानाम चाहिए भक्तास ते में भक्त तमामता. This is my mata, my opinion that they are actually my devotees. Lord Krishna is saying to Arjuna. So, we understand Lord through the acharyas, through the devotees of the Lord, who are doing something for the Lord. Now, we are not able to understand, but being with them and hearing them, hearing their teachings, we are able to understand. You rest? So, when some acharya is there, he teaches something. I heard from my Guru Maharaj, Radha Krishna were there standing. And full picture of Radha Krishna, and Krishna is there and Radharani is there, like this on Krishna. So, when in West at that time, they will see that picture and they will ask, who is this Radha Krishna? So, he is Braj Bihari. They will explain that he is Krishna. And who is this girl? She is girlfriend of Krishna. So devotees, they will explain like this. Nobody knew who is Radha and Krishna. But by the mercy of Srila Prabhupada, they came to know who is Krishna. So Mother Parvati and Shiva, they were having discussion. And Shiva was saying to Mother Parvati that Lord has given me a very strange thing, strange work to do here in this planet. He has told me to explain the Vedas in a covered way, like the Buddha, he explained it. In the similar way, I will explain the Vedas in a covered way. Now Buddha, he removed the Vedas. He said, no need to read Vedas. Mama Sharanam Gacchami. That thing Buddha preached to the people. Why? Because at that time they know. Why? You all must have heard it many times. Why?
Because people were misusing the Vedas. And they were justifying meat eating and doing illicit activities.
Yes. That is the point. So in meat eating, people were using Vedas to eat meat. And because of that, to stop that thing, because it was difficult to explain them, you see actually what is it. It entered their mind, now we cannot take it out. So he rejected the Vedas, he removed the Vedas, Lord Buddha. But Shiva was given the task to bring the Vedas back, but explain it in a covered way. Don't give the full meaning. What is that covering? The covering is explain it in such a way that by hearing this philosophy, people will believe that they themselves are God. That is Mayavad. That you yourself is God. So this thing, Lord Shiva, is told to Parvati. And that very famous verse is there, no? It's told in Padma Purana it comes. Mayavadam Ashat Sastram Prachanam Bauddhyam Uchyate. Next. Everybody remembers first line, second line. After that, Mayaiva Nihitam Devi Kalau Tad in the form of Brahman, and I explain it in the form of Buddha. Here it is said, Mayavada. I am going to speak what? Mayavad. So generally people will say that why they are saying this people Mayavadi, Mayavadi. So where from this word is coming? These Vaishnavas, they have coined this term. It's not that we have coined it. This word comes, Mayavad. Mayavadam Asat Shastra. And this Shastra will be Asat. This is not real Shastra. Asat Shastram Prachanam Bodhyam Uchyate. Like Buddha, he gave the philosophy. In that way, I'll also cover it. I'll not give the meaning, full meaning. Prachanam Bodhyam Uchyate. Mayaiva Nihitam Devi Kalau Tad Hari Brahmanam. I'll take Shankaracharya. He explains Mayavad. Who are they? They are Brahman. And you are also the same Brahman. Just you have to realize. Once you realize, you understand. So this philosophy he gave. And he left the planet. After that, Madhvacharya, Sri Ramanujacharya came. Then when Madhvacharya came here, in the 1200s, and that he came. So, before that, Vishnu's, the demigods, they went to Vishnu and said that the meaning of the Vedas is covered. And this is a very dangerous thing for the humanity. Right? So, seeing this thing, anxious for this thing, the demigods, they went to Vishnu to plead that do something. So, Vishnu said, for this, solve this thing and bring people back to the real imports of the demigods. Brahma said, that you can choose among us who will go. So Vishnu told Vayudev, Vayudev can do this. So Vayudev said, okay, if you are saying, I'll do that. So you can incarnate down and you can go there and you can bring the real imports of Vedas. So in this way, Vayudev was given this task, a service by the Lord in the mission that preach this message and bring the real meaning of the Vedas. So in this way, Vayudev got the instruction and then he took birth here. That's why Madhvacharya is also called as Mukhya Prana. Mukhya Prana means Prana. We have like various vayus, that Prana Vayu. From there, strength comes actually. In Rig Veda, there is a verse. The verse is like Nama Dvityo Bhima Evacha Purna Pragya Tretayastu Bhagavat Karyash Chadaka Purna Pragya Karyash Adhaka Purna Pragya. Purna Pragya. Who is he? Purna Pragya. Madhva said. He takes sannyas, then he gets the name Purna Pragyati. So his name is Purna Hanuman. He was with Lord Ramachandra, fighting with him. And then Dvityo he came Bhima. He was there in Mahabharata, in Dwapar Yuga. And now in Kali Yuga he is coming as Purna Pragyati. So this verse in Rig Veda is there. He later, and he himself also tells, yes, that he leaves from this planet. So why there were Madhyageha Tirtha and Vedavati, the wife Vedavati. So they were always praying to Lord. They were great devotees, knowledge of Mayava. They are thinking that they themselves are God. So this is wrong message actually. And for this they were praying to Lord that some child must come and this establishment of Vishnu should be done. And for 12 long years, they did tapasya, did various kinds of temple, Ananteshwar temple. Sorry. Ananteshwar temple. They were there, and a mad person was there in Ananteshwar. So when they came out, they saw that why he is behaving like this, like a madman. So when he was behaving in that way, everybody thought he's just a madman. Then he said, I'm not mad. I'm just telling you, I've come here to tell you that Vayudev is going to incarnate here in this planet. So he prophesied at that time. And after many years, after 10, 12 years, they started at that time their penance. And after 10, 12 years, Madhvacharya, he came here as Vayudev. So he took birth in the house of Madhyageha Tirtha and Vedavati. So this house which we saw backside, Anant Padmanabh temple is there. The same temple, it was being worshipped at that time also. 1200. Same temple. Outside it is renovated. But that is the house where they were staying. Madhya Tirtha and Vedavati. And there Madhvacharya took birth. And he appeared in this planet. So when he took birth, then details of life, how we live. So when he saw the horoscope of the child, he was shocked to see. And he said this child is extraordinary. He has got 32 auspicious characteristics in great measure. And by seeing his chart, I am sure he is none other than Vayudev. And he is here to establish personalism, the philosophy of personalism, and he will be regarded as a great acharya in his life, in his lifetime. So they didn't believe it. Madhya Tirtha, his father and mother, they didn't believe it. But later what happened? They went to worship somewhere and they were coming. So at that time, Madhya Bhatta's younger brother was there. So they were coming and one entered the body of brother of Madhya Bhatta. And he's behaving in a very different way, in a bizarre way he's behaving. So they are shocked and he's speaking. And I am a Brahma Rakshasa. I am very powerful. And I can do anything to every one of you. I can kill everybody. You cannot do anything to me. But this child who is there is very auspicious. You take this child and put his feet on my head. Then I will leave this body and I will go from here. Because just he puts his feet on my head, I will be released from my sins. That's why I put. And Vedavati was not ready. Vedavati was like, I will not leave this child. How can I leave this? If I leave him, he can. And immediately he got out from his body and left him. So in this way, they got little faith. This child is not simple actually. Horoscope also told this thing. And this incident happened just because of the feet, touching the feet to the head. Brahma Rakshasa left the body. So this was very amazing thing for them. So they understood that this child is not a simple child. Then one girl in childhood was playing with Madhvacharya and sister. And he was feeling hungry, Madhvacharya. So he was crying. But mother was not there to feed, or she was also not knowing what to do. So there was cows and grains were kept. The grain to call the mother. And at that time, he ate 40 kgs of that grains. And the whole bag was empty. And mother came, and when she saw, the whole bag is empty. Who ate? It's possible. And he ate this thing because he was very hungry. He was Vayudev. Anything he could digest. It was very, like Bhima, you see, when they used to beg in the forest. So whatever they will beg, they will bring. So that half, 50% Bhima will eat alone. And rest 50 will be divided among women there. Then we saw the place here, tamarind. That place, tamarind tree we saw. There one person was there, it was Kakara Sethi, his name was. Kakara Sethi, yeah. So, Madhya Bhatta, to do business and all, they take many things. So, he took a bull, he purchased a bull from Kakara Sethi. But he was not able to pay him back. So, Kakara Sethi was just sitting under that tree at that place. And he was saying to Madhya Bhatta, I am not going to go from here. And I'll die here only. If you don't give me my money back. Then Madhya Bhatta was trying to explain him. I'll just give you in these ways. But this thing was heard by Vasudeva. So Vasudeva, he took some tamarind seeds around. Some seeds from around. And those seeds, he said, Father, you go and do your work. I'll finish your work. And Kakara Sethi said, oh, he's just joking. Child, just go do your play thing. Go and play. Why you are coming in between us? So he said, no, you take this. And he gave him the seeds, and he saw that he gave the tamarind seeds in his hand, but it turned into gold. And he said, oh, all the loans are paid. This is not a simple child, it's a miraculous child. Madhya gave a birth. You are so fortunate to have such child with you. And he took all those money and he said, this is more than what I required from you. And he left. So that is the place, tamarind tree, where Madhvacharya did this askar. And once mother was feeding Madhvacharya up in the first floor. And from there up also must be there something in the first floor. And from there, he slipped and he fell down. Fell down from the first floor. He must be a child at that time, maybe lab. Yeah. And she was feeding and he big piece of stone down. The stone broke. Fell down from top and the stone broke. Then everybody was sleeping, taking rest, and he just went out of the house. He was in two years of age at that time. And he went to Ananteshwar temple. And the chief priest was there. His name was Achyuta Preksha. He went there and told him, I want to take sannyas. Please give me sannyas. So Achyuta Preksha was shocked. Which Shastra tells that at the age of 2 years one can take sannyas? I have got a mission, I have to do that, I can't waste my time here. Just give me sannyas. Just go back to home now. I know that will happen, but time will come. At that time, that will happen. Because Achyuta Preksha, he also got in dreams. Lord came and told him actually that he will come and he will take sannyas at a very early age. He is not a simple personality, he can be given. In that way, it was already predicted to him. Once flood came here in the village. So when the flood came, what he did, from a place where water was coming, he took a huge boulder, just took it and placed it there. Flood stopped. Water then went and flood was over. That banyan tree we saw. He planted the tree upside down in opposite way, and the banyan tree came out from that. You see the banyan tree, actually banyan tree is not like this. The general banyan tree we see, from between it like this. We went to Tirupati also, we saw. Some gardens came in between, we saw there. Tree is there and it will be nicely covering that place like an umbrella, and will be very, very nice shade will be there under that, and very nicely the roots which is coming up from the branches. No? So those will be hanging in a very straight way there. So such kind of trees, in that way banyan tree is there actually. But this banyan tree, it is completely opposite. Difficult to see that. I am not able to, when I saw it, I was not able to conceive it as this banyan tree, because I have seen so many banyan trees. It doesn't come like this. It's because the tree is put like this, and in that way also it came out. So little shape is different. Then when he'll go to schools to learn, before he took sannyas, he'll go to nearby to learn Shastra. So at that time, whenever he'll find space, teacher is not there, he'll just escape from there and go to his house. And he'll run to. So he'll go home, eat something, and then again come back. Then his teacher is scolding him. Why you are not studying properly? How you understand like this? Then he said, no, I know everything what you taught. You know everything what I taught? Okay, tell. Then he started. Guru Maharaj, you just taught now about Aitariya Upanishad, and yesterday you taught this verse, this verse, this verse, this shloka, and after this, these things comes. So he even told the things which he is going to teach in future. He didn't teach. So Guruji said, this child is not simple child, he is amazing. He remembers everything. Ekdam pakka, the meter is pakka of the shlokas, and each pronunciation is very perfect. And what I have taught, everything he has remembered. And what I have not taught, that also he has remembered. And seniors also used to teach in his ashram. So the seniors also saw him, used to teach, and he will also come. And the way he will answer the seniors at that time, then the seniors were also shocked, and seniors also said, this is not a simple child. One incident happened that when he started studying Vedanta Sutra, after he took sannyas, that comes. And after he took sannyas, he was sitting, and the first thing started Vedanta Sutra. So there was Mangalacharan of Vedanta Sutra. And in that Mangalacharan, he heard that, and just this is a prayer. Vedanta Sutra has not started. This is a prayer. And he heard the Mangalacharan. And then he said, there are 30 mistakes in Mangalacharan. He was 8 years at that time. He said, how many mistakes? 30 mistakes. And then he started quoting. In the first, this word. It means that Atma is Paramatma. And to that Paramatma, we pay obeisances. So, this is wrong actually. If Atma is the same Paramatma, and you are paying obeisances to that Paramatma, it means you are paying obeisances to yourself. Then why will one pay obeisances to himself? So this was the argument told by this, not Vasudev, at that time he got sannyas and his name was Anand Tirth. So he said this thing, and like this he pointed out 30 mistakes. Actually it is said that he came here to finish Mayavad. So he is known also as, he was born in a Mayavad. So he was requesting his parents that I want to take sannyas. Actually his parents, they were planning that now we should think about his marriage and arrange some girl. Because in age comes and they plan that some girl must be there arranged and we will do marriage, child marriage. That was the culture. So he was very young and they were thinking that we should think about his marriage. Which girl? And he immediately says, marriage? I want to take sannyas. He was 6 years, 5 years of age at that time. And he stays in home, I want to take sannyas. What will happen to the mother? You can understand at that time. So then father begged that if you leave and you take sannyas, then who will do our shraddha? And you are only our son. So according, okay, so one more son will come to you. After that I'll take sannyas. How you know that one more son will come? I know. He will come. And then after few years, they got one more son. And immediately he took sannyas. He went to Achyut Preksha and he said, I want to take sannyas. Parents came and tried to explain. He's such a young child, how he can take sannyas, how he will maintain sannyas. This is not good. But Achyut Preksha says, this is predestined. I know this is going to happen. Don't worry. Accept it as the mercy of the Lord and such a fortunate soul you have got. Please be happy for that. No? So in this way, Achyut Preksha consoled them and they left. And he took sannyas, and after that, he started studying Vedanta Sutra, and that incident happened there. The Guru, because there was mixture of Mayavad everywhere at that time. So Achyuta Preksha, he was also somewhere here and there, everywhere it was spread. Little Mayavad was mixed in everything. So he later, Anand Tirth, he got the name when he took Anand Tirth, right? His name after sannyas. Yeah. He understood that he is not a simple child. Anand Tirth, Achyuta Preksha. Anand Tirtha initiated Achyuta Preksha and gave him the name Purushottam Tirtha. A Vaishnava Guru is there, he is initiating his disciple, and later the disciple again initiates the Guru. First time. Never happened in history, not now, will never happen in future. So he initiated his Guru. Then there is a authorized biography about Madhvacharya, and these points are from that only. It's very small. If anybody wants to read about him, it's Madhva Vijaya, and it's also translated by ISKCON devotees by Naimisharanya Prabhu. And that anybody wants, you can read that if you want to know in detail. Then Madhvacharya, he has written 32 books. And gave commentaries. Now his commentaries will be very small. His commentaries will be like, there is one line, 2 lines in the shloka. Then his commentary will be of 1 line. There's one page of shloka. His commentary will be half a page. Very difficult to understand. He'll write very crisp and very simple. Now he loaded these 32 books, everything, whatever he has written, all these commentaries, he loaded it in a bullock cart and he was going to Badrinath and Badrikash there. So his disciples were also there with him. Now, while going there, on the way, disciples were asking questions about commentaries because they were reading that and they were not able to understand the commentaries. Then they started asking there, and they were, and Madhacharya was explaining the commentaries to them. So the bull was there. The bull was also hearing the commentaries and the explanations. The bull was also hearing. And the bull later comes as Jayatirtha. Jayatirtha, the next Acharya comes, Jayatirtha. He is also called Tika Acharya because he wrote commentary on the commentary of Madhvacharya. Shastras are there, Vedanta Sutra is there, he wrote commentary. Especially he wrote in Mahabharata, like Mahabharata also he wrote commentary, Madhvacharya. So he wrote commentary on that. So on that commentary, Jayatirtha he explained the commentary of Madhvacharya. So that's why it is called the books of Madhvacharya. That bull came later as Jayatirtha, the next Acharya in our Parampara. So he goes to Badrika Ashram, Badrinath, there, Badrika Ashram. And there, with his disciples, he stays there. And then from there, alone, he leaves to the home of Badrika Ashram, where Vyasadeva is still there. Now also he is there. But it is not visible to general people. General people cannot see. But the divine people, they can go there and meet Vyasadeva there. So Madhvacharya, he went there and showed, and he took all the books with him and showed everything to Vyasadeva. That I have written these things, is this proper? Then he said, yeah, this is proper, but very less you have written. You write more. So you write commentary Mahabharata and explain. Now, it is, one devotee, he explained, he was saying, he explained, I heard it in a lecture, that Bhima, he was very angry with the Kauravas, wanted to kill them. Now he killed all the Kauravas, but still his anger was not finished. So, he came again as Vayudeva here. And now he wanted to explain Mahabharata that whatever happened in the Mahabharata, it was nothing wrong, it was correct, the controversial things. So that anger was still there. So he wrote commentary and explained everything. You see how everything was correct. There was nothing wrong in that. So he wrote Mahabharata and explained the controversial parts also. Very nice. Very explained those things also. And in this way Madhvacharya told him to write these books and he wrote it. Then they came down and then he debated with Lord. We have seen this. A Buddhist came, Buddhisagra, his name was. And Vadi Simha, he was a Jain. And many, the followers of Mayavad, great names like Trivikrama Pandit. It was a great name in Sringeri Math. Great name, Trivikrama Pandit. He was great Acharya of Mayavad in the Shankaracharya line. But he was defeated. That debate happened for long days, many days. Madhacharya was shocked how he is not able to defeat him. He was a logician, he was a great logician. Whatever he speak, he will say something. And he prayed to Lord that it seems difficult to explain to him. I'm not able to defeat him. Then when Lord said, today you go, he'll get defeated. And to the last day, he started speaking Madhacharya and he accepted defeat. What you are saying is correct. I am a fool, he said. He was Trivikrama Pandit. Great name. And after defeating him, Madhvacharya's name spread like anything. People started accepting him. He's such a great Acharya. And personalism is spread all around. And general people, they understood that Vishnu is God. We are Jiva actually. How we can become God? One Pandit came, seeing Madhvacharya speak, he came and said, a lot of people have come here to hear you. And you already are thinking, you are a great Pandit. And he asked something. And he said, this has got many meanings. Many meanings? Yes. In Vedas, each word has three meanings. In Mahabharata, each word has 10 meanings. And in Vishnu Sahasranam, each word has got 100 meanings. 100 meanings. Explain. And then he started explaining. Each word he started explaining about Vishnu Sahasranam. So many 100 meanings. Then his younger brother was there. He also took sannyas. Both the brothers. Such parents are very fortunate. The sons comes out and give their life to Lord. So both the sons came out and both of them took sannyas. Then DT, we already told this incident from Madhacharya that how DT came, he was there in the ocean. Lord's DT, Udupi, mud. It came and he took from there to Udupi. And after that he establishes 8 mathas which is there around. Harihar, stand up. All the 8 mathas is established there. 8 chief disciples were there. They are doing services here in the main temple. He also met Lord Chaitanya. When he was there, he went to meet Lord Chaitanya also. And Lord Chaitanya came and met him, Madhacharya. And he said to him that I am going to take initiation. I will come. My time has not come yet. So you preach this thing and I will come and take initiation in your sampradaya. In your life, I will take initiation. And once when he was going to a place, in Ganges, nobody was crossing the boat. Everybody said that we will not cross because of tension with the Muslims. The Muslims killed the ruler. He said that no kafir should be allowed to board the boat. They will not board the boat. Only Muslims will board the boat. Nobody else. So he saw, okay, no problem. And then he made his disciples, empowered them, and they walked on the water and crossed the boat. Or crossed the river. Everybody walked on the water and crossed the river. So that's how the Muslims came. How you cross the river? How is it possible you cross the river? They started asking questions. And then the Muslims knew he was not from Indian land. He was from outside. So Madhacharya, he knows everything. So he started talking in his talking in Turkish language. And he started explaining how we came and what it is and what you are saying, what is your philosophy, what is our philosophy. So he got so much impressed, he said, and he asked forgiveness from him and he told you, preach around. Nobody will stop your work. We are there with you in that. Muslims also surrendered to him. Wrestlers came to Madhacharya. Madhacharya kept his feet and these wrestlers were like very powerful, very known at that time. But Madhacharya kept his feet and he said, you are a great wrestlers, let's check. If you can just shake my feet, lift my feet, just displace it from the place, I'll accept defeat. No need to fight. So Madhacharya kept his feet. Both the brothers, they hold him tightly and tried the whole power, but they could not even shake it. And he said, okay, another chance. I'll sit and my neck is there. You press the neck so tightly, I'll chant Lord's name. But you press it so tightly that my chanting should stop. I'll accept defeat. And he was chanting, sitting and chanting Lord's name, and they were just pressing his neck that we should stop him from chanting. But they would not do that. So in this way, Madhacharya was very powerful personality. And we see that from various incidents. And here what incident happened to you, right? No? Here, in this place. The Durga temple you saw, we went to Parshuram Kshetra. Opposite there was something on the hill. That was Durga temple. Madhacharya established it. Madhacharya used to worship that. There, Durga temple. Madhacharya was there and mother called him for prasad. So he jumped from there to here. Madhacharya jumped from there and he landed here. So his footprints are there inside. So that photo is there outside. And that's why Madhacharya's deity is here and his footprint is there. Outside that photo is there, you can see. Morning time. Now there is a silver sandals there above that. So morning when they put Abhishekam there, at that time milk you can see, it looks like this, like a feet when they put the milk, then it is visible. So that incident happened here at that. And that curd and milk we saw, such a big stone, he lifted and put it above that. So Madhvacharya, he was Vayudev, he was very powerful, he did such a tremendous task, and he preached this message all around. And those who were defeated, but they didn't accept defeat, then Madhvacharya will beat them. They didn't accept. They were defeated, but they are not accepting. And Madhvacharya will just hold them and beat them. Nice. Because who can defeat him? That's why they. And in the books he wrote commentary. He wrote this Mahabharata at the operation. And one more thing he wrote. And there is prophecy in that lecturing only. Last time, when the last lecture he was giving in the place of Anandeshwar temple, inside that, we were sitting and giving lecture. And at that time, we vanished from there. We already discussed that demigods they came, started throwing flowers on him, and everybody was seeing that they have come, and they're throwing flowers on him as he was revealed, his identity was revealed, and he also told that who am I? And it is there in Rig Veda also written that this is Purna Pragya, will appear at this time, and he leaves this planet. So he came around 1238 in the year, and he left on 1310. How many years? He stayed here? 10, 72. 72 years. He stayed here. So this is some basic summary of the life of Madhvacharya, and how he came, appeared here in this planet, did his job, and then went back to his place. He was a pure devotee of the Lord, and he vanished from Anandeshwar temple. Hare Krishna. Any questions? Summarize the lecture one by one. Then, from the beginning. How we can understand about Lord, how we can understand Lord.
Description is already written in some Shastra.